Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis. In this video, I'm going to do another makeup look that I am going to try out for our upcoming anniversary party. And I'm going to be using the Naked Cherry palette from Urban Decay because this has got some really pretty, obviously, like cherry tones to it. Let me get it on screen. So yeah, I thought this would be like a really pretty palette to try and use. I've only used it a couple times, so I really do need to get my use out of it. I need to fix this. What is this happening? Hang on. Okay, that's a bit better. Now I'm more in camera and you can see more than just my chin or my face. You can see my whole face. So, anyway, yeah, I'm using the Naked Cherry palette. I'm going to give it a go, see what kind of look I can come up with. I kind of want to do like a really pretty smoked out, really almost diffused kind of a look. So if you're interested in watching me do this, then keep watching. Okay, first things first, I don't want to talk about my three little friends here. They have come up uninvited, very rude. Anyway, let's get started. Oh, Jesus. So first things first, I'm going to use my MAC Pro Longwear paint pot in the color Painterly. I just recently found out something. Now, I'm not like really, I bought this paint pot. I have another one in soft ochre that I need to use up. I haven't even opened the soft ochre one, but I didn't realize that MAC wasn't cruelty free. And I know a lot of YouTubers on beauty YouTubers especially are very big on the cruelty free. A lot of them really are big into the vegan formulas. I don't know how I feel about it. Now, I don't want people to like come for me in the comments because I'm just not educated enough on it to speak on it. So I'm choosing not to. But yeah, I found out that that MAC wasn't cruelty free. So I try and keep my my makeup purchases, cruelty free. They don't have to be vegan for me. I'm not a big vegan, fanatic or anything like that. But yeah, the cruelty free thing I reckon is a good thing to try and like work into your collection. So yeah, basically that's it. I need to fix my camera again. Okay, so eye prime is done. Now I'm going to go in with the color. I think I'm going to stick to more this side of the palette because I want it to be a really pretty dramatic look. So I'm going to go in with the color blue. What color am I going to go in with? I think I might... Oh, there's hair in my palette. Not like in my palette, but on my palette. I think there might be a crack actually. Lame. Anyway, I'm going to stick for more the left side of the palette. So I'm going to go in with the color... I can't decide if I want to Devilish or Bling, which are these two right here. I might go in with Bling first, which is this lighter pink shade. And I'm going to start that out as like my transition shade. And there we go. Got my brush. I don't really know what I want to talk about in this video. I don't have much to say. Oh, eyelash hair. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about, to be perfectly honest, but I know that, when people do speaking videos, they're more well received. And frankly, I want my channel to grow. I need my channel to grow. If I could start, like, making money off my channel, that would be such a huge help to my husband and I. And so, like, if I could actually, like, make a career out of this, like, one, I'd be my own boss, which is something I've wanted to do, like, my whole life, is be my own boss. I can make my own hours. The only thing that I have a problem with is the editing, because I was talking to my friend Evelina, and with editing, like, it legit takes me 2 to 3 times longer to edit a video than it does for me to actually film it. And sitting for that amount of time actually really hurts a lot. So that's why I'm really lax about talking in videos, because if I don't talk in a video, then I don't have a lot that I have to piece together and that sort of thing. So, yeah, so, I mean, like I said, if I could actually make a career out of this, it would be my dream job. Like, no lie, it would be so bomb. But, you know, I mean, there are, like, millions, if not billions of people on YouTube. Like, I know I'm not being unrealistic, but, like, I think I'm pretty good at makeup. I think I can be funny at times. I think I'm very charming, obviously. Otherwise, why would you be here? Other than you love me and you want to see me succeed. No, for in all seriousness, you know, I love doing videos. I love doing makeup. It's something that I've loved, like, since I was a little kid. I actually worked for Lancome and for Stila for a time. I was poached from the Lancome counter at Dillard's. I'm going in with Devilish now, which is the slightly darker shade. And yeah, I was poached to go and be the counter manager at Stila. And that job was, it was before Stila was really known. But, you know, they had just done the makeup for the movie Charlie's Angels. The packaging was still that, very cartoonish, very, I don't know, I don't want to call it immature packaging, but people would walk by and they're like, oh, I thought this was kids makeup. So it was very, still, you know, had the cartoon ladies on it, that were, you know, very anime style almost. And, you know, that was a hard thing. And we were right next to Benefit, and that was right when Benefit, like, blew up. So it was really hard to, like, and then the counter manager at Benefit was such a bitch. Like, every time I had a customer and I'd have them sit down, she's like, oh, you know what you could use? You could use this from Benefit and put it here and here and here. And she'd, like, poach my customers from me. And she'd do it every single time. And I was like, fuck off, lady. You know what I mean? Like, I get that you've got, you know, a job to do and you want to hustle for your brand, but don't steal customers out of my hands, literally right in front of my face. Like, that's just the worst. And I had issues with that woman. But ultimately, and I'm not proud of this, but I got fired from the position because our counter wasn't doing very well. And it was like, it was really hard for me because I really loved the brand. I still do. I still like the brand a lot. I'm going to go in with the color Privacy, which is this brown shade at the very end. I really, really believed in our products and in our company. And I would, like, try and hustle. I would come up with events and stuff like that for us to do at the counter. The girls I worked with were lovely. I have no idea what happened after I left. I kind of just, you know, took a hiatus from makeup. I had been wearing makeup every day for, like, you know, years straight. And so I kind of took a break from wearing makeup for years and years and years. And yeah, it was years before I would put makeup on again because I just got so sick of it. But, like, I look back on those days with really fond memories. Like, there were times where I was just, like, pulling my hair out in frustration. But I worked right next to the MAC counter, and at this point, I don't know if this is the same, but they were only hiring, like, professional makeup artists, and they were all so freaking talented. And they would do these events where, like, they would come in dressed up as animals, and they'd have their makeup done like an animal. My favorite was this girl that went in and she did this cheetah makeup, which was really, that's what gave me the inspiration to do my cheetah look ages ago. And yeah, they were just all super talented, and I wanted to work at MAC so badly. Yeah, but that never ended up happening. But I worked for Lancome for, I want to say like 2 years. And I hated working there. I hated working there. The hours were brutal. My feet always hurt. Like, I do not have the feet for standing. I can't even wear high heels. I especially can't wear them now that I've hurt my back. Yeah, the hours were brutal. The work areas were rough. We kept switching through counter managers, and I had this one that was just god awful. She was such a bitch. And like she literally, at one point, I was stalking the counter one time. This is gonna make me sound so terrible. I don't know why. This is why I don't talk in videos, because I sound like such an asshole. But this one chick, I can't even remember her name, but she came in and she was like, I'm gonna rule this place with an iron fist, and she was trying to change all these things, and it's like, dude, we work for a department store. You can't do a lot here. And so like one day I was stalking the what do you call it? I was stalking the drawers with product, and she comes over me and she doesn't say anything, but she stands there, and I'm like, okay, what's up? You know, like I'm thinking to myself, okay, what are you trying to get past me? So I moved over, and then she literally started tapping her foot at me. I got so red in the face, like. This chick was unhinged, though. Like, she ended up, like, I'm not shirking mental health because I have mental health issues, but she legit had, like, a nervous breakdown one day at work, and it was a whole thing. It was insane. Yeah, that was weird. That was really weird. But again, like I said, I've got my own mental health issues. I am not, like, bagging on anybody for that. I'm going to go into the color Drunk Dial now. But she made work miserable. You never knew what kind of mood she was going to come in. She was always having issues with her boyfriend. She, you know, she was a mess. Like, this chick was an absolute mess. And she had no idea what she was doing as far as being a counter manager. She, you know, was obviously not a good manager at all, and ended up leaving. And then I went through like 4 counter managers. I kid you not, like 4 of them. My favorite thing, though, was when we had beauty events, like when we had new launches. That was my favorite time at work, because you got to decorate the kiosk, well, not kiosk, but the counter, and you got to go and put decorations up all over the stores, and you got to put promotional information like in the mall. It was, I loved what, gift, is that what, I can't remember what we used to call it, but I used to freaking loved it. It was so much fun. And then we'd have like makeup artists that were hired through that worked for Lancome, not for the department store that we worked for, and they were so good, and all were so nice. But yeah, so I worked for Lancome for like 2 years. I worked for Stila for, I want to say, like 8 months to a year, something like that, at a different department store, and I fucking hated that store. The manager, the cosmetics department manager, she was a tyrant. She was like full on bitch mode all the time, and she was so rude to customers and like rude to everybody. Like, she just had this vendetta against people in general. And I honestly don't know how she kept her job. She was that much of a dragon. Okay, so this is not quite as smoked out as I want it to be, but it's pretty. I like it. It's kind of basic, to be honest. Like, this is kind of how I do my eye makeup on the daily, like, or from, you know, when I wear makeup, this is kind of how I normally do my eye makeup. I feel like some of the depth is getting a little lost, so I'm gonna go in and bring this brown up a bit higher and see if that helps, because I have hooded eyes, and so sometimes I lose a lot of the color, and I forget that, and so I go really deep in my crease with a dark color, and it ends up you know, getting lost a bit, especially when I want to add some depth to a look. So I'm just bringing this up a little bit higher, and then I'm going to smoke it out a bit more. But yeah, so what have you guys been up to? Like, what is going on in your lives? Like, what's happening? Talk to me. Tell me things. I want to know. Are there any, like, upcoming events that you guys are really excited about? Are there any makeup releases that you're excited about? Evelina showed me a promotional pictures that she got off Trend Mood, I think, for the Sailor Moon ColourPop collab. And yeah, that one was kind of like the packaging is super duper cute, but the color story for me in the palette just meh. It's alright. It's okay, you know. But it's not like the Disney collection where I was like, I have to have the Disney collection. So I bought what I could of the Disney collection when that came out last year or the year before even. But yeah. Okay, there we go. That looks one side. It's lopsided. Oh, beach. Alright, there we go. I always forget to bring the colors up higher. And then, like I said, they just get lost. Okay, so this is going to be controversial, but the new Jeffree palette, I need to know your thoughts, because I have some, and I know it's not going to be popular, but the palette does not wow me, like, at all. I want it to wow me. I wanted it to be, like, everything that I ever dreamed of. I'm going back in with Devilish and buffing out the edges. I really, really wanted to love this palette. I don't know if you can tell, but purple's my favorite color, and so I was expecting something like, you know, more purple. There were a lot of very pinky purples. There were, you know, there still are, but yeah, I'm not wowed by it, and it's really sad because I like Jeffree Star's formula. I like the consistency of his shadows and his releases. Like, they're always on point. I have yet to find... Ooh, the Alien palette was a little bit of a miss for me. But yeah, okay, now this is looking... It looks really weird on camera, but it's really pretty in person. Like, you'll see it in the picture when I put it up, but... yeah, the Jeffree Star not conspiracy, bloody hell, was Bloodlust palette. I'm kind of underwhelmed by it. Like, and that's the first time I've said something, I think, ever, aside from the Thirsty palette. The Thirsty palette did not have any interest in it whatsoever, but when I saw the purple packaging for the Bloodlust palette, I was like, oh, he's gonna do a purple palette, like an all purple palette. Oh my god, take my money. And then he opened it, and I'm like, what happened? Like, you know, Jeffree is very out there. He's very, like, experimental. He, like, pushes the envelope. And it was so underwhelming. And the more I look at it, the more I think to myself, you know, you missed a mark there, my guy. Like, you really could have done so much more with this palette and with this release. And, you know, there were a couple of things that I was like, ooh, that'd be pretty. Like, a couple of his lip shades were really pretty. The gloss was stunning. But the eyeshadow palette, like, he had such a missed opportunity with that. I don't have a wet sponge. BRB. Okay, I have returned. So, I feel like I'm off center. I am off center, that's why. Okay, so the Bloodlust palette. Really wanted to love it. Really, really wanted to love it, because Jeffree's formula is really great. Not gonna take that away from him, not for a second. His eyeshadow formula is second to none. I don't know, I just didn't get the color story. It didn't make any sense to me. And then the, the random teal color, yes, greens and blues and purples go together, but, then you had that random red shade. It didn't seem like a cohesive, really, eyeshadow palette. And maybe it's because, I don't know, vegan formulas for purples can probably, I would assume, be really hard. I don't know. I was expecting more purple and not so much pink. And like the duochromes are beautiful. Don't get me wrong, they're stunning. But a purple palette it is not. And so that's why I'm gonna give it a miss, to be perfectly honest. But, and that bums me out to say, and I'm probably, gonna be in the minority here, but, I haven't seen a lot of, like, hype for the palette either. Like, nobody's going gaga over it. I don't know, maybe Gaga is going gaga. But, yeah, does not tickle my fancy at all, which is a bummer because I would have bought it. I truly, truly would have bought it. I did watch a Shane video today on his Shane Glosson channel, and apparently he's got a new project coming out soon, so I'm kind of interested to see what that's gonna be. Okay, I'm gonna do a haul video right after this, but I've been like really wanting to use the Jeffree Star concealer, so I'm gonna use it today because, fuck it, I do what I want, and I'll put it in my haul video. But I got the infamous C5, so hopefully it's not not you, but hopefully it's not. It's very peachy. I thought it was gonna be more. Should have probably. I think I swatched it in the store, but you can never trust what you see. Oh, that's very bright. Oh my god. Oh well. I'm gonna use ow, that's sharp. That's fucking sharp, y'all. I'm gonna use every last drop of that. I don't care if I have to use it as an eyeshadow primer. I will use every last drop there is. I don't know how quickly this dries. Well, it's not terrible. I'm looking very washed out. Hang on. Yeah, I don't know how quickly this Jeffree concealer dries. So I'm going to go in really quickly with my Laura Mercier powder. Who, coincidentally, I also don't think is cruelty-free. Or whatever. So that's a thing, I guess. But, oh, this dries really fast. I was hoping that wasn't going to happen. Okay, it's able to be moved a bit. I'm also wondering, like, how I'm going to set I'm probably going to have to bring, like, my makeup bag or something with me on the day of the party. I'm probably just going to have to deal with having to reapply makeup every once in a while. So I spray painted the poles for the chuppah, and, oops, sorry guys. And those turned out really well. They look really nice. I was quite proud of it. I actually still have spray paint. Like, I've showered several times since doing the spray painting, and I still have black paint underneath my fingernails, and it's really annoying. Okay, so I'm looking at the concealer up close, and damn, beach, that's pretty good. It is pretty damn good. I think the color might just be slightly too white for me, but I can probably get away with it, because winter's coming up very soon, so lucky for me. So now I'm just going to set my whole face. Yeah, I'm not sure if cream products are the way that I want to go on the day, because I am I'm an early beach. I'm an oily beach, so I'm not really sure. I'll probably end up packing a makeup bag of some sort, and like a beauty blender, powder brush, and my lipstick, obviously. Ooh, maybe I can do a video where it's like what's in my bag for my anniversary party. What do you think? Could that be cute? I think it could be cute. Film it on the morning before. That would be fun. I think that would be very fun. I got my eyebrows done yesterday, and the girl that I had them done with did a very poor job. I was not very impressed. It's the first time I've ever had her do my eyebrows. I usually have one of two girls do them. Yeah, I just, when I got in the car, like, my arches are different. Like, the arch underneath was, like, straight across instead of being, like, hooked up like I normally have it. And so I'm literally sitting there in the car yesterday afterwards, and I'm, like, plucking out hairs with my fingernails because I was just like, I can't walk around like this. But, yeah, so they cut our power off yesterday. Not ours, like mine and my husband's power, but in the neighborhood, they were doing some work. And so Paul ended up not going to work until later in the day because I needed to do some errands, but the garage door was obviously not working because there was no power. And so he was like, I can't leave you by yourself because you can't leave the house. And I actually had things I had to do. I had to pick up some paper. I had to pick up some paperwork from from my specialist, so that I can fill out some information for a claim. And so I had to go pick that up. And then I wanted to go out to the markets, which I thought were open on Wednesdays because we were just happened to be right in the area. I'm going to do little mini pikelets. Oh, not pikelets. You can't call them pikelets. Not here. Pikelets are something completely different here than they are in the U.S. Like, I'm talking not pancakes, like not like miniature pancakes, but like little miniature pecan pie tarts, I guess you can call them. And so I needed to go out to the nuts shop and get some pecans because at the grocery stores at the grocery stores, they are unbelievably expensive, and they're actually like hit or miss. Like, sometimes you'll find them and sometimes you won't. So I don't want to rely on the fact that, Woolworth might have them. So my eyebrows have just gotten really friggin' big, but we're just gonna lean into it, okay? We're just gonna lean into it. So anyway, so we tried to go there, and I could have sworn that for years and years and years they've been Wednesday through Sunday. And so I'm like, perfect. We can two birds with one stone kind of thing. And then we get there and they're closed. They only open on Thursdays through Sunday now. So I have to go, maybe I'll do that today. Maybe I'll do that today. So anywho, so that was a thing. And then we ended up going to Costco because, again, we were just right down the street and there were some things that I actually really needed, but my back, I could tell, wasn't going to handle me doing it by myself. So because we knew the power still wasn't on, we went ahead and went to Costco and got a few things for us that we needed. Then I came home and I absolutely collapsed. I was so wiped out, just absolutely knackered. And so I went to bed. I had a little something to eat, laid down in bed, and I was out until like 6 o'clock. And we got home around 1. I reckon and this was one of those, you're so exhausted you don't realize how tired you are. And so I went to bed, and I was just laying in bed just to give my back a break. And then, bitch, I woke up 4 hours later. Like, I don't know how it happened. But, well, obviously I fell asleep. That's how it happened. But, yeah, so that was a thing. And then I really wanted to do some baking because our oven was broken. And thank God it was just, apparently the element split. I think that's what the repair guy said, was that the element had split and that's why it wasn't working. So I'm gonna bring this all the way onto my nose. Oh, my eyebrows are so very big right now. But anyway, well, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right, so now I'm going to go under my eyes, and I'm going to go back into my palette. And let's see. I'm going to bring Devilish, which is this really pretty, like, almost like a, I want to say like a Black Forest cherry color. And I'm going to get a clean brush. A clean brush. And I'm going to take that underneath my eyes. And connect it to, and really blow this out. Really, really bring it down. I can't believe I'm going to go to the shops looking like this, but it's not like I look bad. It's just very dramatic for a daytime look. It's actually really pretty. I forgot how much I liked this palette. I was really impressed when I bought it and used it. Really, really impressed. In the words of Jenna Marbles, oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I really like this. Oh, this is nice, Beach. So nice. Oh, pretty, 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 pretty. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, I'm going to go in with a small detail brush. I'm going to go back into Privacy, and I'm going to line really close, like tight line that, as tight as I can with this brush. Just into my lash line. So I've already run errands today. I've already been out of the house today. And my back is screaming right now, but I can't tell if that's more because I've been sitting or if it's because I actually went out and did my errands today. I try and do at least one, like leave the house every day. One thing that helps me with that is I play Pokemon. I play Pokemon constantly. I live really close to a gym, which is hella convenient. I live really close to a park, which has 2 gyms, which is really convenient. It's got like 6 stops and 2 gyms at the park. So I can go and do my dailies and then come home and it's fine. It's like a 2-second drive. Because the walk is just that little bit too long for me to do there and back. Which sucks because it's literally, the park is probably less than 1 kilometer away from us. So that just goes to show how fucked my back is and how much I love it. I'm really liking the way these eyes look today. Like, really liking the way these eyes are looking today. This is bringing out the gold in my eyes, which I'm really digging, like, very much so. Okay, I'm going to go in with a copper liner. This is the 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil from Urban Decay. This is the color Lucky, and it's like this really beautiful coppery color. I think this was the eyeliner that was actually released with this palette, or no, the one that was released with this palette is here, and it's called Alkaline. But I really like this copper better. Okay, so sorry, I had to get up real quick from the computer because I heard this squelching noise, and I know that Malky was, or one of my cats was in the litter box, and I hear this squelching, and I literally thought one of my cats was puking, but no, it was Malky just rubbing his paws, trying to like get rid of the scent on the damn bathtub itself. We've got our 2 boxes in the bathtub because we never use the bathtub. Yeah, so that was like, oh, what's happening? Is someone puking? What's going on? No one was puking. It was just Malky being Malky, really. Alright, so now I need to work out what blush shade I want to use. I think I might go in with Melba, which is a shade from MAC. I'm using a lot of MAC apparently in this thing. Am I? No, I'm using the eyeshadow primer and a blush. That's all I'm using from MAC in this video. Yeah, this color's a good color for this. So I'm just gently buffing that into the skin. And see, now I'm starting to look less washed out on camera, which is good. I just wish I could get rid of some of the scarring that I've got, the acne scarring. I get them like right on the apples of my cheeks. And then they go like this really dark brown color. That's part of the problem with having PCOS, is your skin scars really easily and discolors really easily. So yeah, there you go. There's that. So I'm gonna use my Maybelline and just deal with it for today and hunt high and low for that. Ow! Farfignugan. Hunt high and low for that mascara because I want it and I need it. So this is the Falsies mascara from Maybelline. And if you're looking for a good drugstore mascara, this is the jam. Alright, so my lip color. I think I'm probably going to go nude lip with this eye. Especially seeing as I'm going out in public with this eye. So now I have to find, I think I will use Pink Dust from Flower Beauty. I'm going to go in with the color from Estrellas. It's their lip pencil, and it's in the color Canoodle. Okay. Canoods. Yeah, that's really pretty with this, I think. In my personal opinion. So, bring my hair out from behind my ears. I kind of like when my hair starts washing out and I get these like little blue crispy, not crispy, but blue little tendrils here on the sides of my face. I kind of like it. I think it's really pretty personally. Okay, so for my highlighter, I'm going to do something that's, maybe I do want to do a little blingy bling today. Let's see. I haven't done my Stila one in a while. I think I'll use the color Magnificence, which is this one. And I also have, ooh, I don't know which one to use. I have both of these. I think today I'll use Luminescence instead. And what I do is I just take it on my beauty blender and I just kind of tap it where I want it. And it works really well. And it doesn't pick up your makeup underneath it. Ooh, that's blingy beach. I also saw this video yesterday. I don't know the name of the actor, but he's a deaf actor. And he's like an advocate as well for deaf actors in Hollywood and you know, keeping jobs for deaf actors rather than able-bodied people. And so he does a lot of education and stuff like that. And Miss Cracker did him in a drag makeover, and I lost it. It was so cute, and like he would flirt with her. And she'd be like, you could tell she got really like nervous because she was like, like geeking out about it. It's so cute. So go check that out. But yeah, so that's the end of the video. I've been rambling because I didn't really have a topic that I wanted to talk about. But if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.